Speaking of films from 1960, this is my favorite Vincent Minnelli film, as well as my favorite Robert Mitchum film. This is like before, uh, this is 2 years before he would end up in, is it two? Yeah, Cape Fear, which is fantastic, and he's the only Max Keaty or Caddy, whatever, that Robert Mitchum, De Niro. I could care less. Love the film. I love the remake, but what I love Nick Nolte. That's it. Nick Nolte, Juliette Lewis's performances. But Home from the Hill is a fantastic film. My favorite Vincent Minnelli film. Favorite Robert Mitchum film. Got to put it as my favorite Vincent Minnelli film because Vincent Minnelli has done great after great after great. He's like John Huston and Victor Fleming. You just have so much, and like you could go through you know so much ideas. Like guys like these always inspire me to write my own stuff. If it's fantasy, if it's horror, if it's comedy, if it's drama, if it's a film with a boy does a young man who doesn't know if he wants to go to the path of his mother or the path of his father. And Robert Mitchum's performance robbed at the Oscars. I was looking up, like, I don't know if this was nominated or not, but I don't think it was. And you really lost a lot of. If this wasn't nominated, the Oscars is just complete bull. I don't know if this was a sleeper or not, but this was one of those movies I remember watching as a young kid and just enjoying because I always loved the deep atmosphere. Because my favorite part of is the hunting trip, and I always loved the deep atmospheristic storylines. And one of my I really want for a film, if I ever do one, always stay as a writer. But if I want to do a film, I really want my first to be in a woods or forest. And I remember the director of The Yearling, a film I'm gonna review one of these days. He shot at the forest. Never will. He said his other films will never be at a forest, and his later films were more these mystery dramas. So like I want to take that as a goal. So yeah, always enjoyed this film, and it's the mystery of, spoiler alert, this is like a 55, 60 year old movie. This is over 60 years old, I believe. Mitchum's character gets killed, and there's this mystery going on with it, which is fantastic. You don't see these. There's no films like these anymore. None. George Hamilton, which everybody makes fun of. There was a time that George Hamilton, the Ritz cracker guy, the toasted Ritz guy, was a great actor. He was in my humble opinion, the best part of Godfather Part 3. Don't care. That's just my opinion. Flawless in this film, best supporting actor. What the hell happened to you, Oscars? What's her face? Another one that was really good was not not God. I was just thinking of the older lady in this. She was fantastic. Anne Seymour, fantastic. I really enjoyed the performances, the way it was shot. Vincent Minnelli was a master, and it's my favorite film of his.